Welcome, my man and yours, Corey. What's up, Corey?
What up?
What's up, fellas?
Yo, yo, yo.
Jay, you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one that got the Carver concert. We were hearing that shit too.
Hell yeah.
Nice,
Good.
nice, man.
Join us, don't be hoes.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's the new slogan. Join us, don't be hoes.
Yeah, that sounds like the new intro.
There it is, man.
So what's up, bro? How you doing?
Good. We're actually in Texas visiting my brother. We're going to fucking Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett tonight.
Holy
wow.
shit.
That sounds fun.
I know, right? We're
That's
fucking 80s it out and go check that shit out.
Oh man, that's a stacked bill right there.
Dude, that's the shit.
Well, on those, my first tape I ever owned was a Poison tape. Open up and say ah. And here's this. I had the unedited cover, and they edited it because the face on it had a fork tongue.
Oh wow.
Oh, weird.
And they blacked it out. Yeah, you should look that up. It's so crazy. Now, what was it, like 10 years later, you got asses on the fucking cover of the CD. So.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I mean, Motley Crue was one of the first vinyls I ever picked up. From my stepdad, man.
Fuck yeah,
so,
dude.
Yeah, it was like that 80s shit.
Dude,
just
I
runs
slept
in you.
on the vinyl resurgence. Once I decided I wanted to start collecting the Clowns vinyls, they were already, all the first ones were gone. You can't even find them for
I know.
nothing.
Super expensive.
One of the CDs we just reviewed recently in the booklet. It was I think Shaggy's. In the booklet, it's like it had all the vinyls like on sale now. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch! That was just a couple of years ago.
Hey, but you got the raised vinyl, man.
That's all right. They'll do a money grab and re-release that shit anyway.
I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed because all these motherfuckers want like $200-$300 for sealed, brand new, great Malenko vinyls and shit.
Here's what they're
like,
gonna do.
I want to open it and play
They're gonna do a first and second box set of vinyls with a Hatchet Man record player.
That dude, I'd buy it.
Count me in. I'm buying it.
I'd buy it.
So what's up, Corey? How you doing, man?
Good, yeah.
So we
How
met.
about you guys?
Good, man. We met.
Recovering. I felt that post-gathering depression for sure, man. I forgot all. I have that after every show though, because I guess we'll just jump into Juggalo origin, right?
Yeah, sure.
Tell a little backstory on the Clowns and how I got into that.
Oh, real
being
quick,
in Montana.
Real quick, we met just
go ahead.
for a little bit of Deck One Delt context here. We met and hung out with Corey and his lovely wife Lisa most of the weekend.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Oh, there she is. What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, what's up?
Very, very cool, very interesting people.
Yes, and we had the pleasure of watching them carve ice. They are a husband and wife ice carving super duo.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Invited by Jump Steady to come carve ice. We watched that shit. We put you guys in our video. Carver put a nice little.
Yes, you did. You guys killed that. That was so awesome, you guys, to do, man.
Yeah, we shared on our Facebook.
Yeah,
Nice.
all the footage was, that was awesome. To see it like
absolutely.
that.
I mean,
you could actually see the size of it. My brother was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was like 6 feet tall."
yeah, dude.
It was pretty damn tall.
That was
was
awesome.
crazy.
We had so much footage
And it
of you
was
guys.
warm as fuck.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was cool, man. We had a lot of footage of that, and yeah, man, I just was like, yeah, we got to throw this in, and yeah.
So yeah, y'all go watch our Get Geek
Appreciate
music
it.
video, and you'll see them carving ice. You can't really tell because they got their sweet little masks and costumes on and shit and hoodies. But yeah, that's these folks right here.
Well, we had to come up with something. Oh, but real quick, that video was a dope edit, dude. I loved how you cut it in with the Get Geek live performance and stuff. That was fun.
man.
That was all
Thanks,
Carver,
yeah.
man. He did a great job
you
on
guys
that.
are funny as the fucking blow up lady. You guys have me cracking up watching that.
Yeah, I've done.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I threw that together in pretty much one night, man. You know, just one little sit down. I threw all that together.
I know what it takes to cut video
Yeah.
and to go through all the stuff and find the right clips. That's dope.
Yeah, man, he did a
Yeah.
great job.
Dude.
Like Carver's got a knack for that for sure, man. He's
Dope.
gonna be doing some more cool shit like that.
That's
for
why
us,
I
too.
felt Deucey missing last week.
No, yeah,
I saw the video. I was like, shit. It was all set up perfect.
it was. It's all
It's
good.
all good, man.
We had to take the kids' school clothes shopping. We got one more in high school, and so we drove 4 hours to Spokane, Washington, and got her hooked up for school.
Nice. So you guys are you're from Montana.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you born and raised?
Yep, I was born and raised there. Lisa was born there, but then moved to Spokane, Washington for a while, and then came back in high school.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you guys
pretty
had
much Montana.
I didn't know if you guys had a tie there.
Northwest, you know.
Yep. Yeah, Carver
What's up?
Carver wants to move out there.
Pacific Northwest.
Hey, you're welcome to come visit. You guys got a place to stay anytime you want to come out here, man.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Check it out
Thank you.
for
Appreciate
sure.
that.
We'll go fishing.
Oh no, we'll be
come in the winter. We'll go skiing, hunting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Might not sleep.
and that's the main reason why I want to move out there is for the nature and things like that. You know, I love the Pacific Northwest.
When I was 19 and just getting out of high school, I couldn't wait to get out of there. I like, this place sucks. There ain't fucking nothing to do. And then as you get older, it's like, man, I'm not stuck in traffic ever. I can be away from all civilization in 20 minutes. Rock climbing, fishing, hunting, mountain biking, anything you could think of. We do a lot of disc golf. I call it golfing, but
hell yeah,
tons of shit.
That's what's up, bro.
You like outdoor stuff.
You guys are living the dream out there for sure.
Yeah, man.
Trying to. This ice thing. So this ice thing's just been a side hustle. Like, I really think something that ICP probably instilled in all of us is it doesn't really fucking matter where you start. If you grind your fucking ass off and put the work in, eventually shit pays off. And if it doesn't, you still feel fulfilled. You know what I mean? You're still feeling like you're accomplishing shit. So,
I mean, that's
13
the
years
truth.
ago, they had an ice sculpting contest in my hometown. And the gimmick was businesses sponsor blocks and set them up around so people will come and check out the sculptures and shop locally before Christmas. And I volunteered to carve a block and just got good at it. And then I started with that 1-inch chisel. I'd get asked to do a wedding or whatever here and there, and then started doing demos. And then I met Lisa and she started helping me with the demos, and we started, get a sculpture here and there. And then over the last 2 years, last year especially, it just blew the fuck up, and we're doing ice sculptures at these fancy ski hills around here for mega rich people.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's crazy,
That's what's
man.
up.
Yeah.
That's a hustle right
It
there.
is, yeah.
And to shine a little light on Lisa, man, the fact that you can meet someone and that she's immediately, it's like, yeah, I'll jump into it with you. Yeah, let's carve some ice.
I was a carpenter though, so I already worked with the tools.
But
it was fun.
But
it was so fun.
She also owned her own salon.
Yeah.
So that's what was dope to me about her is like, she's gonna do whatever she wants to do. If she finds it interesting, she doesn't have there's not a stereotype.
She was already hustling.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She was already hustling herself. So, and you're right, dude. She hates the cold, and she's the fucking shit.
And now I don't mind it anymore.
She sat out, and when I go on demos and I decide, so in the early days, we started running the contest. So let's jump back. We now took over the ice sculpting contest, so we judge and organize it every year.
Yeah.
And we would do a demo the week before doing our Christmas stroll. And so I would go big because it would be my opportunity to do new techniques or shit that I would never try if I was getting paid, because shit breaks and it's fucking nerve-wracking. But we would do these big sculptures like that, and it would turn into 12, 14 hours of carving in
it's
10 degrees.
It's gonna be easy.
Yeah, she's like, how long is this going to take? Not long, it'll be easy. We'll just cut here and cut here. I said the same thing about the hatchet, man. It'll be easy.
It was easy though.
Well, I don't know how that happened. That's some dark carnival magic there.
Y'all threw you brought the ice. We watched you from start to finish. You brought the ice blocks in. From the time you brought them in to finish, what was it? Maybe half hour, 45 minutes. It wasn't even that long, right?
Oh, I felt like hour and a half probably. Really?
Think so?
That quick?
It felt like it was quick, didn't it?
It seemed pretty damn quick.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of why it was so impressive.
Well,
man.
The hatchet man worked out perfect for that. You know what I mean? We did. I guess if we were doing something hyper detailed, like we've done demos, we did 2 fish swimming around each other that were 8 feet tall and 6 feet wide.
That's fucking
5 of those.
crazy. So
the hatchet man was 2 blocks cut in half. One was laid flat, and then the 3 stacked up. The fish were 5 full blocks.
Damn.
So the hatchet man was small fries for you guys.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's kind of the first step, is to punch out your 2-dimensional cutout, of whatever you're doing. You get that 2-dimensional look, and then you start shaping it. If I want to do more time or it wasn't melting, I could have made the arms stick out and then actually made him a 3-dimensional Hatchet Man, which that's actually probably a dope idea.
Yeah.
And even, dude, Carver, when you said that was your favorite thing, dude, I am thinking about coming back to the gathering every year, do the blocks myself, have them delivered one night, and throw it up on that fucking trail and just carve a Joker's card every gathering.
Oh, that'd be dope.
So, you know what I mean?
Dude, I'd love to help with that.
Carnival of Carnage. Yeah, we'll do Carnival of Carnage. Yeah, you guys get a tent or a booth. We'll do it in front of your shit.
I mean, if you need help with some of the logistics shit, like I don't know where you get them delivered or where you get them delivered from.
Carver wants you to teach him how to ice.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to dabble.
We'll get another block and we'll teach people.
That'd be dope.
You guys plan out, you and your wife, or all 4 of you guys, come out in December and volunteer to carve ice in the contest.
Oh, that'd be dope, man. That'd be fun.
And then you could video it and everything. That'd be sweet.
But I was thinking, do like Carnival of Carnage color hookup. Maybe do blue and pink masks, and then carve a Carnival of Carnage. And then the next year, there we go.
That'd be sweet.
I got fucking lots of years then.
Yeah, man.
Keep dropping cards. I keep dropping sculptures for the gathering. Yeah. It's a good excuse. I'll write that shit off so the government don't take my money.
I mean, soon you'll be getting hired to do a big fucking like gathering logo that's gonna sit in the front of the fucking place, dude.
You never know. And I do think there's a way. I would love to get Chunk in Montana at that ski hill and build him a ice like
DJ booth
table that he could put a nice DJ booth, and then we would just be side props on the side making sculptures, and then he,
that would be
whether it's fucking Halloween or Wicked Winterfest, and have Chapter 17 dudes do that shit, man.
You'd have like Lisa on one side, you on the other side, kind of like That'd be awesome, man.
Oh, that reminds me of like when Twisted would have like Michael Myers and Jason, like with the axes, they would just have their fucking chainsaws, like Oh, dude,
that would be fucking
carving
amazing.
shit, dancing.
It's literally the same gimmick,
Yeah, man.
No, that's awesome.
It's the same gimmick. I'm just throwing ice instead of Fago.
That's it.
But can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are we choppy? Oh, okay.
Your video's a little choppy, but you sound great.
I was gonna say that Shaggy the Airhead just dropped that his album. That 5. They're like 5 different covers.
It's like the Monster House I don't know, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, no, not the Monster House one. Shaggy the Airhead did one.
Oh.
And I didn't know he's from Idaho Falls, and that's 3 hours south of us. We're not there, but it was like last night. But I guess cool. Ouija stopped in, and all those guys were there doing some release party.
No, that's cool.
But that's where, a little south of that is Pocatello, Idaho, and that's where I saw my first clown concert.
Oh, dope.
Bazaar tour.
So let's get into that a little bit. So your
Bazaar tour, hell yeah.
That was your first concert. So how'd you even get into ICP then? How to get out to Montana?
Yeah, exactly. It was 98. I went to basic training and did Army Reserves. So I know I didn't have any clown knowledge at basic training because I know my fucking camouflage would have been different. So like when we had to paint our camouflage on our face. But so it had to be 98. I was working at this outdoors shop, and the dude that I worked with got Malenko and Tunnel of Love. And Tunnel of Love was the one for me, man. Just because, like,
that was a big one for
growing
a lot
up,
of people.
Dude, ninjas, Shokasugi movies, like Ninja 3, The Domination, Revenge of the Ninja, like all that stuff. The comic book references, the wrestling references, it just was like, and how funny it was, that humor. I'm 19. It's like fart jokes,
I mean, that is close to my origins. Is Ninja was the very first ICP song I ever heard.
Yeah, so sick. And then fucking being poor, and having people fuck with you sometimes at school and stuff. You're like, yeah, I'd love to fucking slice heads off as I walk down the halls.
Yeah, it just gives you this shield, like this armor, when you're that age.
Yeah. Man, I hope there's a deep dive done on this stuff because it's definitely been something that imprinted a ton on my life. The first, like I was saying, the that's when I first started listening, and I was automatically hooked. I already collected comic books, so their ability to market and do all the gimmick shit and make me buy multiple copies of Bizarre Bizarre. You know, you guys remember that shit?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So wait, let me ask you. I bought the
And
Bizarre
wasn't the Ray Day
Bazaars.
prize? Check this out. Wasn't the Ray Day prize the Shaggy Show? There was like a disc.
Yes.
I know I have it.
I still have it.
And
It's a Ray Day CD-ROM. Yeah.
Shaggy Too Dope invented YouTube. That was before YouTube, wasn't it?
I don't know when YouTube. That was in.
I know he was. He's been doing this shit for a long time.
Bizarre came out in 2000, so it probably was.
They invented podcasts. They invented podcasts because I'm like, didn't they do Hatchet Radio thing? Like, they tried and it like connection sucked, and I mean they were just ahead. Yeah, and then it didn't work, so they backpedaled and did something different. But
well, you had Twisted doing the Purple Show as well.
That too. Yep. Fuck. So yeah. So I've been following from the internet from Montana, because shows hardly ever come around, and you don't even have money to, you have to travel 3-4 hours just to see a show. So then you're staying, like, it just costs so much being young and poor.
Oh, well, yeah. I wanted to highlight.
I didn't see much. I'd have to check. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I wanted to highlight the fact that like you're coming from out there, all the way out there, and most of these people that are traveling to the gathering, they're traveling, they're getting their equipment across country and stuff like that. But you're trying, you're trying to get ice across, you're trying to get ice set up for you. Ice melts, equipment doesn't melt.
Yeah.
So it's
that
like
ice that ice was done about 2 hours south of Legend Valley.
Okay.
So here, let me throw that out real quick. So like, here, I'll loop it in. I'll be fast. So, not seeing much clown stuff. I always check stuff out online. Fago Lovers, Real Juggalo, Real Juggalos. Was it Juggalo News or Real Juggalo? Maybe they're two separate ones. Either way, those in the beginning were huge for me, because that's where I would feel the community. You know what I mean? And then the online community is much different now. So I pass on a lot of stuff, and that's why your guys' podcast was dope, because it's like me and my homie, the only other Juggalo I knew in Montana, and who I went to a lot of my shows with. We, like I said, there was that Bizarre Bizarre tour. That's when Mars was with Chaos, and they were opening up. Even the sampler, like I had Blaze's disc, like I bought everything. But I didn't even like Blaze. That first EP, I was like, what is this? I don't like the gangster. Like, I didn't get it. And then that sampler, they did the fucking talked about how he's dead, and they raised him from the dead, and he's like their homie. I was like, oh fuck, that's so awesome. And One Less G was just my shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was hooked. But definitely that Blaze voice is the Blaze voice for sure. The new Blaze voice. Yeah. We're not...
That's what's up, man. So
and then
yeah.
The gathering, we drove. I went to 2, 3, and 4, and we drove from Montana there. We slept in the car. The first one we did, and we stayed in the hotel, and that was I never remember what came first, Peoria or Toledo.
Toledo was first.
Yeah, Toledo. Yeah, 2001
okay, so
Toledo.
Toledo, we actually got a hotel, and that's when Dark Lotus dropped.
Yep.
And that was when when I think back now, we were like leaving the venue, we're chanting, we'll never die alone. Like we're doing everything, or no, Axe Murder makes me happy.
Yeah.
We're just chanting that. So we get back to the hotel, and it has this whole courtyard on the inside, and your rooms access that courtyard. And that's where I met Vinny, the ICP kid too. He threw a little party in like one of the conference rooms, and none of us were even old. We weren't old enough to drink or anything. You had Fagos there, and we're just hanging out, talking to them. Well, afterwards, everyone's all hyped up, and everyone just starts chanting off those balconies. Axe Murder makes me happy. And now when I think back, I just picture like some business dude traveling across the country had to stop there for the night to like rest. Midnight, you just hear the whole place erupt into Axe Murder makes me happy.
How many people probably like heard that shit and was like, please, I'm checking the fuck out right now.
Well, I remember those hotels around the areas, man, they were full, man. Yeah. I mean, just full of juggalos. It was parties. It was crazy.
The second year we drove down, had no money. we had gas money, and we packed food in a cooler that we ate before we even got out of Montana. So we finally end up down there. We stayed at a hotel nearest the venue, and sprinklers come on. So I was out there with a bar of soap washing up in the sprinklers because that's what we had to do. However, that's
crazy,
also
man.
where you start.
See if
You're
it
breaking
catches-
up.
See if it catches up here.
Getting
Oh,
that
no.
Oh man.
No, come back.
Jug-
Corey.
Damn it.
We can hear you still. Come get closer to the
bugs,
Wi-Fi.
and I don't know what the connection is. I'm here.
We can hear you now.
Open
Yeah, you
signal.
disappeared there for a second.
Well, fine. Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes,
Cool.
and
It's
you can
back.
see you now.
I don't
You're
know.
back.
It must be. I don't know. Anyway.
You're good now.
Cool. What was I even saying? I forgot.
Talking about the gathering.
Second gathering.
Yes.
Yeah, the Juggalo Love that we started feeling was like the last night we met this Mick dude and his wife and his buddy Greg, who we call Bootleg Greg. And they let us, we actually met them at a bar. There were no bars or anything would let any juggler, like you had your pendant on, they wouldn't let you in except for this one bar they let us in. Yeah, there's total discrimination. And that's where we met Mick and that, and they let us come to their hotel and sleep on the floor and shower and feel like humans again.
that was in Peoria.
Yeah, that would have been Peoria. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that town. That town was, man, they didn't
like us.
No.
Not at all.
And then
I got
the
pulled over
last
while I
one
was
would have
there.
been Crystal Forest. My last gathering would have been Crystal Forest, and that's when there was that cliff jumping. We were cliff jumping up into that little pond lake thing they had, and
Yeah, that's
when
actually
Axe
a
Murder
rock
Boys-
quarry.
Yeah, that's when Axe Murder Boys and Players Lounge crew were in the running for the getting signed.
Underground Psychos.
Yeah.
Twisted. Tom Dubb had the magic ninja tattoo on the side of his head, and you
Yeah.
could feel the little gut churning shit. There was already rumblings back then that there was dissension. So
Yeah, that the Crystal Forest back there, that was Garrettsville, Ohio, up by Cleveland. That's a famous spot in
Sweet.
Ohio.
Oh wow, oh yeah, it was Ohio. Oh.
Yeah, those were great.
Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't know where it was.
See,
We, again,
we
didn't have a campsite. We slept in the car in the parking lot, and it was cool then too because people just had camp spots. It isn't like it is now.
Bro.
Now people have fucking
Bro.
whole hookups going on.
We have so many random pictures from those gatherings. I wonder if there's any pictures of Corey in the background.
Man, we got there's
Dude,
a lot.
that'd be
Yeah, we got a
so
lot of
sick.
pictures. Yeah, and the way that was set up, there was trails everywhere. You could walk up in the woods through trails. There was campsites everywhere, and there was just you'd be deep
I
in the
remember
woods.
one dude set up a DJ tent just on his own, and we were all there one night. Me and my buddy got split up, and we were both there, and we're like,
It's probably Club Chaos.
DJ tent, the clown
No.
showed up on golf carts
No.
without paint on. Like, we were,
Yeah, that was probably Club Chaos. They were famous back then.
Yeah, that was cool, man. So
yeah. Well, you know what's dope about this gathering too? So yeah, let's jump to that, right? So then I have kids, family, life. No longer can I take trips across the country with no cash, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then just keep collecting like I always did. And then this came about, and I've always wanted to go back, and I've been telling my wife, and like, you guys know how it is trying to tell your wives like why we like this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like it's so it's so hard to explain until you get into it and experience it. And I think that's probably when Lise can come in. So like this gathering I saw online, they're like, dream gathering, what's your dream gathering? And I've been watching the Patreons and doing all that. And when Rob hypes shit up, man, dude, that guy can get you geeked for anything, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
That's his
so
power.
I said, fuck it. And yeah, I sent a message, and sure enough, I get a call, and I answer it, and I hear Jump Steady on my phone. And I was like, yeah, I didn't mark out, but I kind of marked out. I was like, I know his voice. I've heard, like, you watch everything. You know
Like,
what I
bro,
mean? That you could recognize
you're at the
his voice.
beginning of Shangri-La, bro. Like, your voice is now on the other end of my phone. That's
Yeah.
weird.
And then
he's like, brothers
when,
and sisters, Corey, you have been summoned.
So it was really dope. Like he's like, what do you envision? You know? And I was like, what do you want? We did 27 blocks of ice. I'll do all 6 cards. We could have, you know, I'm like, how big you want to go? You know, that would have been ridiculous with how hot it is. And I was talking out my ass because I didn't know shit. I'd definitely do it different next time. But yeah, he just kind of hashed it out with me, and I had answers for everything he asked. And then, you know, he's like, well, let me know if you can do it. And then it was like, we just started talking about, you know, experiences in life and how if you always wait for the right time, it'll never be the right time, you know? And, you know, we've heard him say that all the time. Like, usually it sounds like they're trying to sell tickets to the gathering, you know, like, just get a ticket. It don't matter. Like, all life is experiences, but it really is, you know? And then to have that happen, I just went and bought plane tickets. So then I was stuck, you know, and then I got an Airbnb. So I was stuck. And then I didn't even have an idea where the ice was coming from. At one point I was going to drive to Pittsburgh and get the ice and then drive it back with the rental car. So that was my responsibility. I had to get the ice there, and they would put it in a thing. And it was like, you know, it wasn't like they're paying people big money to come perform there. You know, how much would you pay for your dream? It's like, I would probably pay to do it. Yeah. So maybe next year we'll start doing it.
Yeah, man. You let me know, man.
That's our contribution. You know,
if you need help, if the gathering continues to be here in Thornville, Ohio, if you need help with getting this ice, let me know, man. I'll help.
Cool. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, because that's crazy. Driving from Pittsburgh with ice in a rental car.
That would be crazy.
What the fuck?
So check it. We didn't have to do that, and I wish I had the dude's information because he's the shit. That dude fucking drove up from wherever the fuck he's at and brought the ice, had it perfectly cut, milled, boxed each one up individually. He was the shit. Like, that guy fucking helped out a lot.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll just keep getting it from him, even if there's a place closer, honestly.
There you go.
Hook him up and pay that dude.
That's cool as fuck. You found somebody.
So then we're gonna go, right? And it's like, yep. It was gonna be my wife, myself, and my homie, and he wasn't able to come, so it was just us two. And then my wife got to see the fucking the gathering is.
So let's talk about Lisa. Let's talk about Lisa's Juggalo origin story then. Like, so prior to the gathering, like, how involved, Lisa, were you with ICP?
I already went to a concert.
Yeah, so let me back this up real quick. The first concert I take her to, okay, we're kind of fucked up before we go.
This is when I first met him,
and now it's in Missoula, Montana, and this is probably the first time the clowns have been to Montana. And so I get everybody go like, you guys gotta fucking see this. So I start painting everybody's face up in the parking lot. And
I didn't know what the hell he's doing. So I started like backing up slowly, and I thought, oh good, he's doing his thing. And then I hid in some bushes because I was like, my kids can't catch me here. They're gonna think that I'm a freak and whatever. So I'm hiding in the bushes, and I'm gonna call a cab, and I don't know him that well. And then he finds me.
Wait, so that was one of that was one of your first dates?
Who takes their girlfirend on the first date to an ICP concert?
Oh, that's crazy.
That was your first date?
I mean, kind of.
It was like a month into it. I was like,
wow, I mean, it was the first time we went anywhere.
That's a very bold move. Very bold.
It was, dude. And it was
just jump in head first.
But you know what? That's how you knew she was the right one. She still stuck around after that shit.
She dipped out of that. So here's the other dope thing. In our small town, a guy has a bar and a venue that was best friends with my brother. And I'd help him promote shit. And then one time we had the opportunity to have Riddlebox tour come to Butte. And fuck, dude, I got the clowns in my hometown.
Yeah,
that was like the highlight of my Juggalo life. Like, to have that happen and have them play, like, I never thought I'd ever see that.
I remember that tour. They said they were going everywhere on that tour. I remember that. Yeah,
it was cool.
They did it outdoors, and so I was like, shit. I worked at a print shop and printed banners and stuff. So I did tons of Riddlebox banners and hung them on the outside of this bar thing to just make it look better, because I just wanted to be the dopest show, you know?
That's awesome.
That's fucking sweet.
And
man.
All those were there because I knew they were going to get jacked. And so we put little messages on the back, and we hung one way the fuck up the wall, dude. And somehow they did some Ninja 2. If you ever seen Ninja 2, where the spider ninjas run up each other's backs and stand on the shoulders.
Shit. And they got
People did that shit and nabbed that banner off the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Montana?
Yeah,
man.
That's so Montana, like, is big, but we don't have traffic, so you can get places in the time you guys are stuck in traffic. You know what I mean? So people, and we're kind of in an intersection of highways, so
And you guys ain't fucking
anyway,
around,
so
man.
that was Lisa's first show, and she had a blast, and we got up front, and she was trying to dodge the liquid. I'm like,
I wanted to bring an umbrella.
So Lisa, so you obviously weren't into ICP prior to that, but like, what kind of music were you really?
I'm into every type of music, though.
Okay.
Every type, because I came from Spokane, so I loved rap. You know, I did love some country and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like a good mix and a good change. But when you actually see their shows, that's when you really like put it together, because they're such good entertainers.
Yeah.
That I thought it was so fun to watch them.
That's when you actually feel the magic.
My older boy too, when he was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My older boy, when he was 19, I took him to a show in Salt Lake, and we drove down there, and he's the same thing. He's like, I'm not into the music, but watching his face when the first Fago started flying, and then he was just in like this awe of the spectacle. I was like, that's what's up. And he's like, he'll go to any show if ever. Like,
that's awesome.
I'll always go.
You're like, you're getting it, bro. You get it. You get it.
Well, yeah. And then, and that's the thing. Like, I knew Lisa was a Juggalo, you know, just because, like,
I know, but I don't really like the garbage. I'm not into that. I would actually like to support more garbage pickup throughout the night.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get like a crew of people willing to go pick it up while they're all sleeping.
Oh, and we did want to talk about that. Yeah. We can get into that later, but
we were discussing. Me and Keezy were discussing that a little bit too, of trying to keep the gathering, because it's close to us. We want to keep it here, so we're
motherfuckers need to do their part.
I get kind of pissed off when I see people starting fires and flipping cars and shit.
Yeah.
Or we just put it out there, like, look at that next fucking festival that came there, broke that dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
It's fucked
what
up.
What do we always do? We do the opposite and prove everybody wrong.
That's it.
So let's just make that thing pristine, and it is what it is. Like, just put the shit in the garbage can.
Yeah.
Get some extra garbage cans.
They need dumpsters though, especially down by the stage.
However,
just a couple dumpsters on each side would help.
The Balloonalos probably won't listen, because those
the
little CO2 cartridges.
The two main fucking things people need to stop doing is fucking up the porta potties and starting fires. Period.
Yeah.
And then the next two is no balloons, and what was the other one? The balloon. Oh, the megaphones. I don't get the megaphones.
I bitched about that last week. I ranted for a while.
Yeah. When we left, I was like, okay, next year I need a megaphone and CO2 cartridges.
I'm gonna approach.
Nothing against, if you like those balloon things, cool, but it just seemed excessive.
Just the littering is what I don't got a problem with motherfuckers getting high. It's the littering. Stop. Like, y'all can do that shit. Just throw it in the goddamn garbage.
You're not gonna be able to stop that. Unfortunately,
no.
It's too deep now. You're never gonna be able to stop that fucking the canisters being everywhere and shit.
If you see motherfuckers doing that, shame them.
It's just hard.
What if we set up? What are those cartridges made out of? Aluminum?
I think.
Just put up recycling boxes.
Yeah, like aluminum, some galvanized type of metal or some shit. I don't fucking know.
And we'll melt them down. Hey Juggalo, I know you're out there. Collect up those fucking CO2 cartridges. Make one of those little burners you see on YouTube. Melt that shit down. Start making your own charms.
Let's make one. Let's make one while we're there, dude.
Making whip it charms.
Let's bring some. Let's bring some.
No, let's us do that. We're gonna collect CO2 cartridges and make Deck Wendell pendants out.
Dude, we can make. Dude, we can make a forge. We can make a forge on spot. We'll bring some bricks. We'll bring like a fucking cut, like a cut in half fire extinguisher. Use that as a crucible and just fucking melt that shit down, man.
About. Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Right. TV, you 3D print us some fucking, the pattern, and we'll push it into the sand, and then as we pour in, melt it up.
There we go. That'll work.
Perfect.
We got to figure it out. All right. Well,
I do have a merch idea.
Oh,
talk to you guys about after for you guys.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, when you're done with the cartoon nightmares.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. You want to keep it on the hush, or you want to put it on the show right now?
Oh, no, hush. We'll hush it.
All right. I'll look forward to that.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro. So, we'll let you go here in a minute, Corey. You got anything else you want to? Anything else you want to make sure you get out there?
I talk too much.
He admits it, though.
I talk too much.
No, we love you, man.
Overtalk my wife, and
I don't mind though. He has a lot to say.
No, it's cool, man. I was very interested and entertained, man. Thank you.
next
Yeah,
year.
we are.
Or I made some comment like, I was just being funny, like, that was good. I don't think I need to go back. She's like, why? Why? I want to.
No, I've already invited some of my friends.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna have
No.
a whole crew of people that
And
don't.
my
belong.
mom too. My mom is gonna go.
Please come
there's
back.
a couple interesting things that happened to us at the gathering too, because I always felt like I stood out. I didn't wear like the Jinkos and stuff. Like I was more like a jock guy.
Sure.
Like that's what you did in our small town. You either did sports or you didn't. And I didn't really start smoking weed or nothing until I was in college anyway. So it was like I did sports. I was a wrestler, played football. So my style was just kind of that. So I was just like tank top and shorts. I could never afford the gear.
Kept it
So I
simple.
never got into the jerseys and shit like that. But I don't even know where I was fucking going with
It's
that.
all right.
I know, like, you
Hey,
don't-
Yeah. So when we were there this time, it just, I don't know if I got my Juggalo card tested or this. I got to share this one story about bounce. It's so weird. I brag up the fact that fights don't happen. The love, the mosh pits, people help each other up. People are giving people water, all this stuff. So we're literally waiting for Bloody Mania to start. And I'm kind of like, no one's really out there yet. And there's a dude sitting there, and this guy comes out of the line for Bloody Mania and just blasts him in the face. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I couldn't even believe it happened. And then he's like, quit fucking dissing my mom or talking shit about my mom, homophobic slurs and stuff. And was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so baffled, right? And then the kid's like, oh, and he goes and talks to his buddy. He's like, he hit me, it's the gathering. And then the guy's like shaking his head. He's like, I don't know. He's like, I was talking shit, but it wasn't about his mom. And then,
What the
so
fuck?
then I'm like, am I being punked? What the fuck is going on?
Was
And
it
then
a work?
Dude approaches me. I don't know. Dude approached me short, like right after, came towards me kind of mean muggy and come up on me. And he's like, whatever. And I was like, what's up? Looked at him, and then he said something, and my wife said something about rapping. And as we all dabbled with writing lyrics, right? I have a pretty vicious verse always memorized, and it has a Esham line at the end. And I spit that at the kid, and his face just changed. And then Esham just so happened to be up, And so I said, yeah, shout out to Esham, who's up next. And he just like gave me a dap and walked off. And then there was a chant of one of us. One of us,
nice.
one of us. And I was like, about fucking time. You know what I mean? Juggalos, you don't need to test nobody. You don't know why they're Juggalo or why they're there.
Yeah.
Somebody might be a fucking, you know what I mean? Just regular clothes dude.
Yeah.
And inside he's not a regular clothes
That's
dude.
like our buddies.
like the
Our
same
buddies
shit
Ben
that we
and
like.
Sean. They wore their regular ass clothes there the first day, and people were calling them cops and shit.
Yeah, they're calling them cops.
Yeah. that's
But
what
they've
I'm
been
saying, you know
down
what I
for
mean?
25 years. Just
They've
like
been
us.
down a long time,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're being called
Yeah.
cops. But they didn't take it
So-
personal.
so- no. Well, because they're Juggalo, we don't take shit
Right.
personally. You know what I mean? That's what's, the one dude, speaking of Bloody Mania, he does a podcast. I wish I could remember what it was called. Something in the Dead Guy. Something like that. Anyway, he kind of clowned me, and it was funny because I was talking to them at wrestling, and I want to know who the one wrestler was. I was like, who's that dude? And he's like, I don't know. Keegan's right there. You should ask him.
Oh shit.
And I was like, hey, Keegan, what's that guy's name? And he's like, huh? I'm like, what's that guy's name? He's like, I don't know. I just got here. And I was like, you got me. All right. That was funny. They're laughing about it, but
Bartle
the way they did
Boss
it
and the
was
dead guy.
funny. It was a good rub. It was good. Yeah, it was all in good fun. That dude was the shit. And I don't know if that's his wife or his friend, but they were the shit. We met a bunch of people that were dope. We actually stayed walking around the grounds till 7 one morning and 9 the next. And we had a blast. We were partaking in some beverages and fungal remedies, and then
Fungal remedies. I love that.
hanging out with the Juggalos that hang out that late was dope.
That
And
sounds
I
awesome.
walked around telling everyone they were the shit and how dope they were.
Bro, look,
And
let me tell
it
you this.
wasn't-
You guys really did it up. Like, you got the full fucking gathering experience. I'm pretty jealous. In
Well,
a couple senses. Hold on, wait. I want to give you
Yeah, my
props
bad.
because I want to tell you that you guys have lived it up. You did everything right, and your wife is down as fuck, and that makes me so jealous. That my wife can't. I would love to just bring her and her just be down and just go for it and just fucking experience everything you guys got to experience. So you guys got something cool and special, and I just want to give you props on that because like not every wife is that cool. So please be appreciative.
Have your own connection and shit though, dude. You guys probably have your own hookup that's dope between you two. You know what I mean? That works out. Maybe it's you going to her fucking whatever concerts.
Hers would be she would be into country shit.
Seemed like a diss.
Yeah, no, I got you. No, yeah, for sure, man. No, you're right. But we have our own thing. But
no, you guys are adding like the creativity and like just the work you guys put into like getting here, bringing the ice and the creativity you guys. I mean that's so much more than what 90% of these people. 90% of these people are bringing fucking balloons. Mm-hmm. You guys are bringing ice. You guys are bringing something. You guys are bringing a technique, a trade, and it's actually adding to the gathering. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. They're adding to it too. They're adding to it. I wouldn't have balloon jokes. So props to you guys, actually. Keep bringing that shit out.
That's what's
material.
Up, well, look, Corey, we're going to let you go so we can get into the shockumentary.
Yeah. What do you guys, I didn't even check. What do you guys
we're
reviewing?
We're watching the shockumentary. You can hang out and
sick, dude. Shockumentary. I mean, another guiding force in being from Montana. Yeah. Dude, I would go and slit the cellophane on those fucking VHS tapes at every Hot Topic till I got all the cards.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that, man. I never did, but I thought about it.
What a dick move. What a dick move on my part.
Hey, that's some Juggalo shit.
Hey, if you bought a VHS tape and you're out there and didn't get your card, let me know. I'll fucking mail you one.
The only one I ever got was Ringmaster.
But it was in Montana. There's like 2 Juggalos back then.
Yeah.
No one missed him over there.
That's cool, man. Yeah. All right, well,
but actually, Killisee is from Montana.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, I could talk to you guys about this shit for so long, man. I have so many other stories. Like every concert I go to, something fucking super.
Oh, we'll get you back on, man.
The memories that these guys have created for all of us, and that we've, this fucking thing. Wow.
It's special.
Fucking enjoy it. Let's not ruin it. Let's not get it like this clicky fucking shit everybody's doing. Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Let's keep it real, man.
Click. Exactly.
Thanks, Corey, for joining us. Thanks, Lisa, for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll definitely do it again.
Look at how good. Yeah, now look at how good the service is.
I know it's working great now. All right.
Typical.
All right, we'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Peace, man.
Peace, guys.
Whoop whoop.